Hi there, welcome to the Property Management Podcast Series. This is going to be episode 3. My name is Reese. I'm actually here with Jocelyn Castro. She's our property coordinator team lead, a phenomenal asset to the company. She takes care of the overall coordination of maintenance, rent, the communication between owners and tenants. So super excited about having her on today. I've got a lot to talk about. Some situations happen. But first, Rented Network, full service property management company. Check out our YouTube, our Facebook, Instagram channels, and also on our website. We're going to be posting a lot of these informational conversations as well as videos so that our existing clients have access to some of the information that's going on with other properties, but also for new clients that are looking either for a property management company or not satisfied with their current, whatever that situation may be. We want to be an educational provider. So the reason that I brought Jocelyn in today is, so I come in and out of the office. I spend a lot of time out in the field talking to new owners, handling things like that. I walked by the office the other day and I see this picture on Jocelyn's screen with a car inside of a house. And it wasn't in the garage, it was through the bedroom window. So I kind of scratched my head and I tapped Jocelyn on the shoulder and I'm like, what's going on with this property? So it brought up an interesting conversation that I wanted to share with everyone because, you think about the everyday process and a lot of the questions are maintenance and the rent and evictions, but this question's never asked, the big what ifs, what if something like this does happen. So I brought Jocelyn in because I wanted to kind of talk through what her process looks like for her and her team if something like this, does happen. So you get the call at, I don't even know what time, at 4 in the morning or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so walk us through what happened from the first call.
So, as a property manager, we are on call for emergencies and immediate situations that need to be handled right then and there. So I did get the call at 4 o'clock in the morning about a vehicle being inside a home. It was in the 2 spare bedrooms, so thankfully tenants were okay. They were in the living room opposite of the home, and those spare bedrooms were not occupied. They had already had a police report. Police was already on site. As soon as we got the call, we immediately dispatched our maintenance company, which, I'm thankful that we have not just a maintenance on-call 24-hour company, but we also have reliable maintenance help. So within a couple hours, they were able to get 2 men on site to board the home because the home was visible. You can see from inside. So within, 2 to 4 hour window, Sunday morning, when everybody's busy, we were able to get 2 men through the maintenance company because they're also on call 24 hours for immediate maintenance situations. So 2 men were able to board the home very nicely. Tenants were able to sleep the night there. They're actually still there now. So the home is still in good conditions. It will need, some repairs. Homeowner's insurance is involved, which I'm working actively with the owner on.
And I think on that point, this owner in particular doesn't live in the city, doesn't live in the state, doesn't live in the United States.
That is correct.
So having that kind of responsiveness and an owner to be able to know that Rented Network's got my property taken care of even when this comes up. So sorry to interrupt. I just thought that was...
Yeah, he's, I tried to call him that same day it happened, obviously, since he's in another country. He didn't get back to me till Monday, but we spoke about it the next day, told him, this is what happened, showed him the photos, showed him how the home was boarded up. He was very, very happy, very impressed with our work. Called the insurance company first thing Monday morning to put the claim in. Been communicating with them since then to get this home back into its rent-ready conditions, so we can get this home back to standards. So definitely.
The big thing that I took away from this is when we look at the full-scale property management, there's a ton of companies out there that do the same thing. Mm-hmm. So when you talk about a mom and pop organization, when something like this happens, and are they going to be available? Do they have the bandwidth to have someone respond at 4 o'clock on a Sunday morning, Saturday morning, and then get a maintenance company out there to not only just evaluate the damage, but fix it immediately.
Not just leave it there, actually board it up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have a reliable maintenance company, not just oh, they're 24 hours. Do they answer the call? They immediately answered the call. They immediately dispatched the call. And then the maintenance company outsourced, got someone else to board the home, and they were there within 4-hour window. So.
And then for the owner, that was great that he was great insurance for his rental property.
Of course.
They're covering the damage because the driver of the car was uninsured.
Yep.
The tenants inside, unfortunately, didn't have any renter's insurance, which is a whole nother conversation. But his insurance on the property covered the damage and is also going to cover any vacancy or lost rent
of course, yeah.
to repair that. So when you're thinking about the investment property, up front, you've got to have a good team to take care of the situation immediately. But as an owner, you definitely want to make sure your insurance policy or you have some plans in place so that if you are losing rent or there is catastrophic damage, that there is a plan B.
Yeah, the owner is 100% covered. Tenants will be moving out coming soon, and any loss of rent, I've been in communication with his insurance company, providing them the numbers, the lease agreements, anything that they need. They're at their beck and call just to help this owner so he has peace of mind. He continues his day-to-day work because he does have other stuff to do. So this is going really, really smoothly, and we're going to get this taken care of.
Especially for a crazy situation.
You would never expect it.
When I talk to owners, when they ask me, well, how do you handle maintenance? I've never once said, well, if a car crashes through your home in the middle of the night, we've got you covered.
Yeah.
But, it does happen, and having a property management company, whether it's Rent It Network or whoever you're working with, you want to make sure that all those situations, either from experience or there's a plan in place. And here's the other part of that is, the question I get monthly is about, with new clients, is what's our monthly fees. So this fee that this owner pays all the way from another country, everything Jocelyn did is covered by his monthly management fee. So everything she did to go above and beyond to make sure the tenants were taken care of, the owner was taken care of, but most importantly that the property's taken care of so that we can provide a safe home and safe investment for our client. Everything was taken care of with that monthly management fee. There was no hidden junk fees to say, oh, well, since I took that call at 4 o'clock on a Saturday morning, just add in another fee. It's not like that. We believe in helping our owners if it's a simple situation, whether it's super complex or something like this. And Jocelyn's not the only one that handled that last week. I think 2 weeks prior to that, we had another situation. But the same operational standards took place for someone to be able to respond to it, get it taken care of, and move the process forward. So I wrote down a bunch of notes. So you talked about what the first thing that happens. You got the call. We got someone out there. The police report. I heard you talking about that too, because being the driver had no insurance or anything like that, and this may have been with Katrina's also. The owner was wanting an actual copy of the police report. So how did we handle that?
We have we have field service agents that are on the road all the time, so they handle different areas of Tampa, and we were able to get one of our agents that's assigned to that territory of home to go to the local police station and pick up the report. Because as you know, you can only get a police report at the police station, the physical copy. So we were able to facilitate that for the owner, stress-free, get that handled for them. So we have a lot of people that can help and supply any type of items that owners would need to move along their their claim, for example, for this scenario.
Which, if you didn't have that, if it was mom and pop, especially if you're from out of the country, it's just not going to happen. All these situations that we've talked about, hurricanes coming up, being able to respond to that, car crashing into a building, or AC not working, whatever it is, you've got to have a team in place to handle your investment property. Jocelyn and her team are super responsive. Whatever you need, if they're on the phone, they're going to call you right back. I mean, it's amazing to walk past there and see what all they have going on. So I appreciate everything they do. When I talk to new owners, they're kind of what backs it up when I say, we're going to do all this. Jocelyn and her team provide. So it's super awesome. The one last thing I did want to talk about is renter's insurance for tenants.
Yeah.
In this situation, the tenant didn't have any rental insurance. So I think it's super important if you are a tenant listening to this or you're a property owner, make sure your tenants are aware of situations like this so that they can go out and purchase rental insurance. It's not expensive. You and I have it. It's like $15 a month.
Yeah, you can get it with your local, car insurance, for example. They do a bundle deal, and it's as low as like $14 a month, $15 a month, and it covers, like $100,000 in personal property, which is something that an owner is not responsible. And with an owner's home insurance, as a landlord, they're not responsible for personal property. So it's something good for tenants to have, because you never know. Circumstances happen. So I personally have renter's insurance. So does Reese. So it's always right to get, and it's not mandatory, but it's strongly recommended.
Yeah, like in this situation, being the person that drove the car into the home had no insurance.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to help the owner, there's nothing to help the tenant. I mean, that's just a whole nother case in itself.
Yeah.
But the homeowner has great insurance, the investor. If the tenant would have had the insurance, all the damaged property inside would have been taken care of.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, and sometimes it's a harsh reality when things like this happen. He didn't have insurance, and the tenants didn't have insurance, so none of the personal property that was damaged by a 2-ton car landing in the house is covered. So super important to know what that process looks like so that you can get insurance if you need it, because things do happen. And for $15 a month to cover all your personal belongings, you've got to weigh that out. So, Jocelyn, I appreciate it. I wanted to share that with everyone because it doesn't happen every day.
No,
so
it doesn't.
We're going to try to talk more about those kind of situations that do happen, but, the what ifs.
So, yeah, definitely.
Because the standard process is, we place a tenant, we coordinate maintenance and repair, and we...
Typical maintenance, but this is something far beyond that, doesn't really happen.
And we didn't have to go chasing a maintenance company. It was, we knew who to call, they knew what was going to be taken care of, and they're going to back up the work. And even through the insurance process, they'll be the one working with that because they're licensed contractors also.
Yeah, definitely. We have the vendors, so we're just going to schedule it, get their approval. So definitely peace of mind for everybody.
Awesome. So check out our website, rentitnetwork.com. Also go to our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channels, also on Twitter. We're going to post a lot of educational, a lot of situational videos, podcasts, so that you can see what goes on in the daily management of a property. It's not just collecting rent. There's so much more to it. Service comes first for us. With the fees, including everything with this situation to the minor situations, we want to make sure you're taken care of. So give us a call, visit our website. We look forward to serving you soon. Thanks so much, Jocelyn.
Thank you.
See you on the next episode.
Bye.